What is going on, everybody? This is episode 7 of Some Interesting Stuff. I think this might come out like a day late or something because I've been lazy. Yeah, went out last night and just had a lazy day today, so sorry about that. But anyway, today's been a bit of a slow week. Like, I didn't really see anything that interested me, but a couple things have popped up, so I've kind of got one main thing to talk about and then just like mention of a little something else, and so yeah, let's get to it. The topic this week is actually the Super Bowl, which is coming next week on Sunday. This Sunday is actually the XLVII Super Bowl. That's 47, by the way, don't worry, I had to Google it as well. If you don't know, if you can't tell, I'm British. However, I'm actually very knowledgeable on American football, and you know, I like to think that I know my way around the sport. So let me give you like a little rundown on the rules and kind of the teams and just kind of like the overall American football experience, you know. Let me pass on that knowledge to you guys, that's what I'm trying to say. Okay, so first things first, essentially the game revolves around two teams who fight for possession of a pig's bladder, an inflated pig's bladder, otherwise known as an American football, or a pig's bladder, and they actually score points by throwing the football over the other team and then catching it and shouting, "Touchdown!" And if you score a point, you have to celebrate, otherwise the team loses. Each team takes turns to tackle each other and shout profanities, kind of like, "F you, you're a cunt, I'll f you up," stuff like that. And each game lasts 3 days, sometimes 4, but hot dogs are only served on the first day. Gameplay is actually stopped every 30 seconds due to a tradition from the creators of the sport, and that would be George Washington and Prince. Famous teams include Miami Dolphins, New York Giants, the Ravens, Green Panthers, Green Packers, the Buccaneers, Cardinals, the Rams 69ers, Jaguar Seahawks, the Cleveland Steamers, Lion Bears, and the Miami Dolphins. But seriously, American football I know very little about, but this Super Bowl this weekend cropped up in my mind for a number of reasons. It's between the Baltimore Ravens and the San Francisco 49ers, not the 69ers, who each won their respective conferences. Ray Lewis, a famous Baltimore Ravens player, has actually announced it's going to be his last match before retirement, which is obviously very exciting because it's pretty much the biggest stage in American football, and so that adds kind of a bit of drama and a bit of excitement. But the most interesting thing is that the coaches of each team are actually brothers. That's right, John Harbaugh, coach of the Ravens, and Jim Harbaugh, coach of the 49ers, are actually blood brothers. And I don't mean like the creepy one where you exchange blood, like they're literally blood brothers. They're brothers from the same mother. Brothers from the same mother. So yeah, I think that just kind of adds a cool bit of sibling rivalry, and you know, how many times does this happen in any sport, let alone American football, where it's the first time. So yeah, maybe this will be the first time I watch the Super Bowl. You know, it looks like an exciting sport, we'll have to see. Anyway, kinda leading on from the football thing, one of my favourite YouTube channels from back in the day has actually just released a video this week. Dude Perfect, if you don't know who they are, they're famous for making trick shot videos on YouTube where they throw kinda miscellaneous types of balls, including American footballs and mainly basketballs, sometimes frisbees. And this week, yeah, they released a video with a famous college football player. See the link with the Super Bowl. And yeah, the video kind of is packed with as much awesomeness as pretty much all their other videos. I know, right? Dude Perfect, play with balls for a living. What a life. But yeah, I don't want to say too much, so go and check the video out and go and subscribe, because you'll definitely enjoy the videos. Rude boy! Anyway, that's about it. Again, like I said, not much came up this week, but the Super Bowl kind of stuck in my mind. And yeah, please subscribe, like, follow me on Twitter, comment, and all that good stuff. Thanks for the support. The videos are doing well, kind of averaging a good amount of views, and that's about it, you know. Hope you enjoyed the video, and I will catch you this week. I will see you on Sunday. Peace.